Good morning, America, and good morning, whomever, wherever you are on this big planet. This is Dr. Chauvin from the arid zone, Arizona. And God, do I have an interesting YouTube video for you today. We're going to cover quite a lot of ground, so I'm going to ask many of you to be patient as I explain a few things here. First, let's start with my movie. This guy here, his name is Mello. He wrote, "It might have been interesting if I had actually been done as a documentary." I was talking about my movie. The documentary was already made, but like all young soul, they assume. They do not read, they do not investigate, they just assume with the background and other players. As it is just another guy and it's spiel, I cannot believe it was rated 5 stars, which is why I watched it. Must be the majority are paid reviewer. Oh well, okay, I'm sure many of you have read this stupid comment, but that's how it is when you have infected young souls out there. In fact, the movie producer answered him directly. And he said to him, I wish I had the money to pay the reviewer. The good news is, yesterday I went there again and I saw one guy, he put 1 star. Oh my gosh, he wrote a book. I don't want to go through the detail. And one of you out there, just click the right button, okay? And this button is basically reporting something that as a supporter you don't think fit, or it's not true. And of course, Amazon removed this nasty comment. That was a bad one. So if you don't like this guy here, what he said about me, and you're a true supporter of Dr. Chauvin, and you want to keep my record growing and clean as it's supposed to be, so I can pass on my critical message to the world, and you will see why today. It is important. Then go there and then, just report the guy, let it remove that. Anyway, so what else do we have to mention today that is very, very critical? First, had you been a VIP or a Patreon supporter of mine, everything that you see today or yesterday or the day before when I was traveling in the United States, okay, was predicted. The quatrain, the keywords are more than obvious, and all you have to do, like always, as soon as you're done watching this video, my good friend, click on the link and go and read all the details and everything that I cannot pass on, because there is so much news, so much dramatic news involving the police, the FBI, death, drama, the revolution. So there is a very good reason to why everything is happening. And of course, the focus is on a bad cop. His name is is direct Chauvin. Chauvin is a French name, which means hot wine. So you can read a little bit more about this again in the newsletter. The picture of this guy right there with his knees on the back of the neck of Mr. Lloyd for 8 minutes, finally killing him is just, it's just unbelievable. But this is what you do not know. And this is why it's so very important to go to Amazon Prime and rate my movie. You're going to understand so much more. So what I did using Astroforensic, I got the chart of direct. This is his stars, okay? Again, you do have the same chart in the newsletter, and it's very, very important for you to go into that newsletter and look at the chart and my explanation, okay? Of course, this will make sense to all my students who took the time to build up cosmic consciousness. Those guys have spent, 6-7 hours a day for a full week before they could build an understanding of the cosmic code and how God speaks to us through the sign. So, guy was a Pisces. Now you have two fishes, the positive fish and the negative fish. Okay, Einstein, Michelangelo, George Washington, Dr. Cherry. We are fishes swimming upstream towards God's feet. Then you have God's feet. Sorry. Then you have the negative fish, that Osama bin Laden, Joel Osteen, who brings people into religion, deception, abuse, that leads to create, of course, ISIS, people killing each other because they don't have the same belief system. This is the fish. The fish also represent the high spirits and the last life, or terminal, which is the title of a radio show I'm going to do, and we'll give you the link when it's done. It's all about being a terminal. I will explain all that. Now, what's very, very important, look at the head of the dragon. The head of the dragon is in the sign of Scorpio. Now, Scorpio rules the police force. Scorpio was power. Scorpio was the criminal element, sex, death, the FBI, the CIA, the police jurisdiction, the police force. That's why I wear my FBI shirt today, because I'm the first police cop, the first cosmic cop, put it this way. So trying to teach you laws. What I'm trying to tell you, people born with this dragon have a very strong drive for power. They want to become cop. They want to show their superiority. So when you have the head, you are led into the police force. You are led into investigation. You are led into the world involving death, drama, sex. You're going to end up using the stinger of the Scorpio, which is killing. And you can read on Scorpio, killing people or giving life, because Scorpio is not just a lizard that kills people, like in this case, but it's also the doctor, somebody who revives people. So it's a very powerful dragon set that led Derek to become a cop. Okay, then he has also the moon in Scorpio, intense, very intense emotions. When this moon in Scorpio is in fall, which is the worst position for the moon to be, because in the eternal battle between logic and emotions, when you have the moon in Scorpio, emotion will always take over and you will lose. Now, in this case, what happened? What is make this guy to actually put his knee on Mr. Floyd's neck and kill him? What happened? This is what happened, my friend. Look, the tail of the dragon is in the sign of Taurus. Now, and it is in his third house, which is his mind, okay? The third house rules communication, the critical thinking, the words, okay? So he's very stubborn, very, very stubborn. And on top of that, the third house rules the mind and Taurus rules the neck. So it's a big no when you have the tail in the Taurus to do anything related to the neck. But why did he do it? Because the reptilius hijack his mind. Is a very easy person to hijack. You see, the tail in the mind is like an open door for the reptilius to control this guy's mind. And you can see he's on TV. He knows he's killing this guy, but he cannot do anything. He is literally hypnotized. He doesn't even understand. He cannot even react to people. Stop, you're killing him. Stop, he's a human being. He was just there. He was totally and completely and entirely reptilius infected. The reptilius managed to hijack not only his body and his knees, but also his mind. He was totally and completely hijacked by the reptilius, didn't hear anything until he killed the guy. That's what the reptilius are doing. So, what is incredible, absolutely mind-boggling, is that this happened the exact day. I look at this chart. He was in one of his 2020 negative cosmic biorism. This is an incredible, absolutely mind-boggling discovery that I did, that tells you when you are going to be at the wrong time, at the wrong place, totally under the jurisdictions of the reptilius, and either being killed or killing people. This is why it's so important that you watch this movie if you did not, and understand what I'm trying to tell you, which is so very real. Humans are oblivious of this cosmic phenomenon that kills people. And of course, the police administration is not going to take me seriously. But if there are enough people interested in promoting this movie, all these people that works for the police force and the security that works at night, and every human being from all walks of life will understand what I'm trying to say. And then my mission will be finally accomplished when humanity raises to a higher level of cosmic awareness and understand that those reptilians are very real. The good and the bad ones are there. They're in your head. Okay. Another thing as far as those cosmic biorhythm is concerned, when I was in the road and I came back, I may not have found my wife alive. She was again on a negative cosmic biorhythm a few days ago. And when I left, I warned her, I said, be careful, you are on one of your negative cosmic biorhythm, be careful what you do. She went outside at night. She fell at the deep spot of the pool. Luckily, she didn't bang her head and knock herself out, because she would be on the bottom of the pool when I come back. I would be now without a wife. She'd be dead. I'd be devastated. And then she fell into the hose that sucks the bottom of the pool. So she fought. She fought, and she was able to grab the side of the pool and came out, so to speak. But what I'm trying to say, I taught her how to swim when she came into my life 10 years ago. God thanks I had this, because I have a big pool. So be careful, my friend. Those cosmic biorhythms are extremely powerful and very, very real. This is where you play Russian roulette. When the negative cosmic biorhythm is conjuncting or connecting with one of my SOS to the world negative window, all these negative energies against you, and that's where you can die. And in this case, see what happened. But let's go and look deeper into the situation here. You know, the future is the reincarnation of the thought. Humanity has not yet understood the power of the thought, or the superconscious for that matter. And this is why you have a 600-page book on my website, on this newsletter, that can teach you all the secrets of the superconscious. What happened? Let's go back to the most powerful man on the planet, regulating the most powerful country in the world, America, and President Trump. His wish number one has always been to build a wall. You like it or not, you know it or not, I don't care if you support him or if you don't. My work has nothing to do with politics. Your president has the stars of a racist, period. And it's very obvious if you just watch his words. Okay, now, he always had a dream to build a wall, big, thick wall, and still being built as I'm speaking to you. But a bigger, more dramatic, secret enemy war has already been built, and that is the virus, the COVID-19 virus. Is thought to separate America, to completely put America in a bubble and eliminate foreigners is taking place. His chart, his tail of the dragon is in Sagittarius. Sagittarius was foreigners, foreign land, foreign affairs, which is a curse for the United States. His stars is stopping foreign friends, foreign allies, foreign growth to help America to do what America was designed by God to do. Bring all foreigners like me, the best of the best, the most courageous people from all over the world, from all walks of life, to come in this country and bring and live and create the American dream like I did. Okay, so understand that I am not against our president. It's just a human being like you, like me, and like this cop who killed an innocent human being. It's all about the stars. Understand what I'm trying to say? So look at, for example, Obama. President Obama was born with the tail of the dragon, which is negative in everybody's chart, not just president, you or me, okay? His tail of the dragon is in Aquarius. Aquarius rules electronics. Aquarius rules anything to do with the future, astrology, NASA, the space shuttle. And this is why he neutralized the space shuttle. That's why there is no space shuttle. He completely said that no good. His tail of the dragon did the work like President Trump's tail of the dragon in the sign of Sagittarius is cutting us off from foreign affairs, foreign growth, foreign opportunity. It has nothing to do with the president. It's stars. And I get passionate trying to explain something that you haven't been trained to assimilate, to understand. You're not a student of mine. The majority of you, 99.5, 3/4% of you are not student of mine. I may not make absolutely no sense. And you're going to use your full rational sense to judge me. Oh, no, he doesn't like Trump. He's anti-Trump, so I'm going to give him a thumb down. That's okay. Don't get me wrong. But at least if I can reach one of you, I'll have done a good job today to make you aware of the importance of those stars. And do not expect again the U.S. Department of Education, the police force, the scientific community to open the door for me to educate them to something that only those who are ready. And it's only when the student is ready that the real teacher will appear, that will be able to assimilate my message. This is very, very important. Again, as I said, many of my previous videos, the computers you're looking at me now, the watch you wear, the car you drive, even cities like New York, Paris, Los Angeles, once upon a time, did not exist. They were nothing. This 50 years ago was nothing. We are a creator. I create these talismans. I create everything, okay? I create it. You create every single day with your thoughts. You are God and goddesses stuck on the dense physical world, learning how to create and control your thought. The problem is that you have a UCI, a unique celestial identity. You have a set of stars, and all the extraterrestrial, will it be the Draconis, the good one, or the reptilius, the negative one, all our cosmic conscious, they can manipulate, and they are with us. They can use these powers for their benefit to support their agenda. So when you look at it, remember positive, negative, up and down, black and white, the front, the back, God, devil, the yin and yang, 2 eyes, 2 arms, so like you symmetrical, you like a battery. You have a positive side, okay, the right side, the Draconis, okay, stimulating the mind of scientists to create beautiful things that can save your life. Technology, which I can talk to you with, beautiful cars, beautiful technology to save, to rebuild your heart. God knows what those scientists are able to do, which is absolutely phenomenal. Then you have the same scientists that are affected by the reptilians, who create nukes, okay, who sent shuttle to the space station, okay, to make sure all the billionaires can see the Earth from there, because you never gonna go on the space station. Those guys are part of a clan, a Illuminati. They are rich, they're very powerful, and they amuse themselves. They make you believe that one day you're gonna live on Mars. What we have done since they've started their exploration is to go 200 miles above the Earth. You're not going to go past that. You're going to go to Mars. Yes, using technology. That's where the good Draconis are coming from. Let's use technology to go and visit our solar system, okay? But you're not going to send a man on Mars or in Venus or anywhere else, because God did not design you to go there. God gave you this satellite. God gave you this Earth. It's the only one you have. So it's important to take care of her instead of spending those trillions and billions of dollars to satisfy to those privileged, supremely wealthy people to see the Earth from the space station, okay? Why not spending the money to revive Mother Earth, which is dying? Why not spending the money to build schools, astropsychology schools, where we teach love, where we teach how God speaks to his children through the sign, where we can reach the police force, who are risking their lives every day, facing infected criminals. But it does not stop just at the infected criminal. It goes also to the core of the police administration. They would not let me get there and explain to them that this specific window is the golden gate, the red carpet for the reptilius. And I have proved it to you again today. If you go and read at the quatrain and the specific keywords that I used to represent what was going to come along when I was on the other side of the United States helping those who needs me. The quatrain says, hidden secret, sex money comes to light. Raw power challenges police, deadly villain. All these bad people that are mingling with the good people, setting fire everywhere and looting, okay? I mean, how more correct and how more real can I be? Raw power challenges police, deadly villain. Ugly face of death, drama, horror surface. You can see on TV this infected cop knees killing Mr. Lloyd. You've seen this. Okay, ugly faces of death, drama, horror surface right in front of your face. My quatrain is unarguable. Nature, man, religion, bloody folly, reign. And then the keyword, Russia, famous death, dramatic death, police news, the FBI. Look at the collection of the news. To start with, my windows always, you like it or not, you know it or not, will bring earthquakes at 6 or above. And again, today we had the 6.0. Dr. Cherry did it again. You like it or not? It's easy to say, well, I want proof before I give you 5 stars on your movie, Dr. Cherry. But if you want proof, well, you have to be a student of mine, or at least you have to read or watch my video. You cannot jump in not knowing me from Adam or Eve and give me 1 star. That's not good for humanity. That's not good for you. That's not good for nobody, because you're insecure, because you have an inferiority complex, because you're infected. That's not good. Work with me. I have so much more to give you. So work with me and you're going to see the result in time. So we pass on the earthquake. Now, what do we have? Trump is aggravating racial anguish as the nation faces violence, wrecked cities, a deadly disease, and grim economy. I'm telling you, the tale of your president in Sagittarius is putting a cross against every single racial minority. This is how it is. It is his tale. When you elect a president, you have to experience his fate, his idiosyncrasy. You have to experience his stars. It's like if you are, if a father of a family, for example, is a Mormon, is Christians, or if the father is following Scientology, chances are the rest of the family will have to follow the father, because he is the president of the family. It's the same with the United States and President Trump. We are all under his jurisdiction. We have to experience and suffer his fate. He has a very negative chart for foreigners and for race involving minority, black people, Mexicans, Chinese, and even ETs for that matter. So what I'm trying to tell you, do not judge me. Please try to understand what I'm working so hard to pass on to you. We have a cursed president. But if you read my book, The Power of the Dragon, you will see whomever, famous and unfamous people, have made history because of this dragon. You have a dragon's head and a dragon's tail. You have a hidden dragon too. And unless you do a reading with me, you will not know that. Unless you read the book, you will not know that. And then you can read about your wife, your boyfriend, your husband, your kids' dragon, and you push them on the head and you tell them anything to do with the tail. Be cautious, be careful, because this is how you're going to pay the ultimate price. Now, this guy probably is going to hang himself or being killed in jail, because that is his stars. I see it, I read it, and I'm not having fun telling you such dramatic news. What else do we have? Beyonce says people of all colors feel helpless right now. Beyonce is rich and famous, but she doesn't know Dr. Cherry, and she's not cosmic conscious. All she is doing is, like every one of you out there, using your 5 human rational senses to make sense to what you don't understand. Some people are going to think it's 5G. Some people are going to think God knows what type of conspiracy is going out there, trying to explain what is to them unexplainable, because they don't have cosmic consciousness. That's all there is. Okay, let's move on to another type of news. Man is shot dead by police in Louisville as they are dispersing group. I mean, I mentioned police, I mentioned drama, I mentioned death. You know what happened? I forgot to mention that to you. As I was driving into different cities, we were watching the news and trying to avoid. That's why it took me forever to come back to Phoenix, trying to avoid where there is hot spots. And then every time we drive these big huge rigs, we go into all major cities, including those who are in flame. And one of these guys, one of our drivers in FedEx, was stopped. And that could have been me and my partner, okay? He was stopped. The guys put a gun in his head. Stopped the truck. They went in the back. They managed, they ripped the doors open, whatever it is, and they started to loot the truck. And then he took off. And of course, he killed somebody who was hanging there. And these people are not going to complain, or because the cop will say, hey, you're part of a negative, nasty movement here, okay? So you're going to go to jail. So this could have easily happened to me. That's why I was stuck for days out there because of all that stuff. That's why I didn't make any video yet. So that's why this one is so very important and critical for you to watch and to read. Well, there are 2 Atlanta officers fired for using excessive forces. We are still within this nasty window, and I give you in the newsletter the next type of window that's going to bring the police to the fore, where crazy people will kill people, where cops will kill people, or people being killed by cops like Eugene seen today with the wreck. Okay, my friends, this is not a joke anymore. This is real, and I need your help. The universe and God and the draconists led me just before all this nasty movement, which is getting out of order, to make that movie. Please take the time to watch that movie. Understand what the reptilius and the draconists are doing, because they are in your head. They are right here in your head from the get-go. You need to be aware, which side are you going to work? Are you going to work for the light, for love, for understanding, for education, for peace, for the promises of the new age of Aquarius, universal love, universal understanding, astrology, reconnecting with God, cosmic design, reconnecting with Jesus' initial cosmic ministry or astrology? That's why all the popes were taught astrology by the Vatican Council. You can see all these pictures on my website, drcherry.com. Or you may want to work now and decide to work for the reptilius, being negative, drink, smoke, become addicted, being vengeful, being resentful, being anything and everything that is negative. Do you want to be part of the dark, black force, or do you want to be part of the light? Remember, it's a choice. You have a free will. But how can you exercise your will, or the part of God in you, which is stronger than the reptilius and the stars, if you do not know what the hell's going on? That's why the draconists led me to make this supremely critical movie. It's just the beginning of an incredible movement, and you are part of this. If you go there and you help Dr. Cherry and you give me what you think I deserve. Okay, a lot of people gave me 5 stars. God bless all of you. One of them gave me 4 stars, yet he still loved the movie. Thanks to you. Okay, I really, really need your help to help me to fulfill my mission and stop those entities destroy humanity. This is not a joke. Or what else do we have? Police officer again attacked during protest in Los Angeles. It's all about the police. It's all about drama. It's all about death. It's all about my quatrain and my keywords. If you can't perceive the obvious, it's there in the newsletter for you. An armed Palestinian man shot dead by police in Jerusalem. It doesn't just stop in the United States. It goes all over the world. This nasty window is all over the world. And the reptilians infect everybody that are oblivious. Easy target for them if you don't know what the hell's going on. Okay, FBI top lawyer is resigning. The keyword FBI is mentioned. And remember, the FBI visited me twice already because I gave exact dates of terrorist attacks. I should have put that window, but I'm so busy. I'm losing track. I cannot keep up like I used to do because I'm out there. I'm still in needs out there to battle COVID-19. I don't know, but my back is really, really hurting me, and I'm still doing the work because I want to be helping physically and spiritually. I'm doing my best. Thousands around the world protest Floyd death in a global display of solidarity. Wow. And all of these people do not know what happened to that cop who was completely infected, completely under the jurisdiction of the reptilians, who could not take his knee out of this poor guy's neck. Right on. Right on. Yet many of you are not prepared or willing to understand and help me. What else do we have? Thousands around the world. In New York police officers nearly protested. This is good. Okay. Now the draconians are making cops understand that it's frustrating to see an egocentric, an infected man victimized by the reptilians. Okay, doing what he did. But you have to remember, once upon a time, this evil direct, this evil bad cop was a beautiful, innocent child. Nobody was there to tell him, you have a need for power. You want control. That's why you're going to be doing police work. It's easy for anybody who's cosmic conscious to see why people do what they do and why they're attracted in specific type of work. But be careful. Be careful when it comes to the neck. Your neck's going to hurt forever. You're going to have thyroid problems, okay? The result of all your past life, maybe being hanged for very specific karmic reasons. I cannot go through the detail now. I do that only when I do personal readings. But be careful what you do involving the neck that's on your tail. He did not know. He did not know that using his knee on the neck would mean the end for his life and a new beginning for the world to realize something that is so extremely important. In all these answers, in all those talking heads, in all this conspiracy talk going on out there is one truth. And that is the one that I'm proposing you. If you are ready, able to grasp it. And I can only start with my videos and my newsletters, and most of all, my movies giving you the explanation. That's why it's so critical to make it viral, to make it big. So a lot of people begin to understand, wow, well, maybe Dr. Thierry is right. Maybe, you know what, when I hate something, when I hate somebody and I want to be negative, maybe I should say, no, I'm going to love my enemy like Jesus said, okay? Love your enemies, okay? I'm going to be better. I don't want to feed the reptilius like a old, nasty dog, okay? I don't want those fleas sucking the blood and the life out of this dog, because that dog could be you. That's why it's important to understand me. And I can only use my English, French to bring that to you. How cities along the US coast are preparing for a hurricane season like no others. Remember, had you put my your hand on my 2020 or 19 Nostradamus Dragon forecast, every single news that you have read with the government, with England, with Australia, all the fire, all this was fully predicted. And 2020 is a year of wind and fire, but nothing compared to what's coming. You have absolutely no idea that the reign of the reptilians will be upon us within a year and a half. That's all we have. The reign of the reptilians are coming. The tail of the dragon, the most powerful, the most nasty negative energy ever. The golden gate, the red carpet of the reptilians is coming for 18 months. The tail of the dragon will be in the sign of Scorpio. In August, when Draco and I are going to be working, channeling those information, I don't know how much I can divulge, but you better be prepared, my friends. You better be prepared. I'm being very, very serious now, because you're going to talk about the wake-up calls of your lifetime is on the way. And I need you to help me before. We cannot allow those entities to override the human psyche. We have a choice. We have a free will. But how can I reach you? How can I educate you if you do not know this phenomenon is real? Or if you're not ready to accept it because your own UCI is too rational. You're a scientist, you're an atheist, your mind is not wired to understand or to delegate the superconscious in time and space, or to accept the reality of extraterrestrials. You're going to leave me 1 star because you want proof. How can you get the proof if you don't read, if you don't investigate all my videos, if you try to uncover who Dr. Thierry is? All right, my friend, I do not want to be too dramatic again, but as I said, because of the circumstances, I was not able to make a video, and I'm sure many of you were anxious. Why is Dr. Thierry not posting anymore? And I couldn't, it's a long story, my friend. I do all that I can to help you, but I need your help. Again, if you see an idiot posting something negative on my movie, all you got to do is read it, and then you have a little button. And by clicking this little button, you keep my record clean. You keep the numbers going up to the point where Amazon will put this movie on their platform, and my message will get wild. Please, 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 I'm asking you, be part of the solution, because all I'm telling you is real. It's also well ahead, and you may not be just yet ready to assimilate, comprehend, or even accept such advanced psychical information. But please be part of the solution. All right, I don't know when I'm going to be again. I'm taking off again. Hopefully all this nasty Plutonic window legacy. And you heard me before. Be careful what you do. Be careful what you say during those windows. For whatever you say, whatever you do will follow you for the rest of your life and will have extraordinarily dramatic results. And you saw it today with this nasty cop, which is the title of this video, Derek Chauvin, Reptilius Infected Cop. Please read it, watch the video, share my work, go to my movie, give me some stars, help me. All right, my good friend. Make it a beautiful day, and we shall see you again. Bye-bye from the Arid Zone.